The rejected sketch. Kenji's world was one of ink and deadlines. As an assistant to the great mangaka, Master Tanaka, his pen gave life to heroes and villains. Tonight he was sketching her, a girl with kind eyes and a warrior's spirit. He poured his heart into every line. "Scrap it," a gruff voice cut through the silence. Master Tanaka stood behind him, his shadow looming over the desk. "She's too gentle. The readers want fire, not embers. Draw the other one, the one with the scar." With a heavy heart, Kenji dragged the file to the trash icon. A pop-up asked, "Permanently delete this layer?" He hesitated, his own creation staring back at him from the screen. He clicked yes. The girl vanished into digital oblivion. Later, a chill crept into the studio. An ink bottle on the far table rattled, then tipped over, spilling a perfect black circle onto the floor. But Kenji hadn't touched it. The stains seemed to watch him. He tried to clean the mess, but the paper towel came away clean. The ink stain was gone. He blinked, rubbing his tired eyes. Then he heard it, a faint whisper like pencil on paper, seeming to come from the empty wastebasket beside his desk. Suddenly, his computer monitor flickered on, though it was powered down. On the blank screen, lines of code glitched and reformed. For a split second, they resolved into a face, the face of the girl he had deleted. Her eyes were wide with betrayal. A rustling sound made him spin around. From the wastebasket, crumpled sketches began to unfold themselves. Ink lines bled from the paper, stretching and twisting like shadowy limbs. A figure was pulling itself out of the trash. It was her, Rin. The girl he had deleted. Her form was unstable, a living sketch flickering between states of completion. "You drew me," she whispered, her voice a chorus of static and rustling paper. "You gave me a soul." Two more figures clawed their way from the void behind her. One was a hulking beast of chaotic, angry ink, a rejected monster named Goro. The other was just a pair of large, pleading eyes in a wispy cloud, a mascot character called Chisai. Kenji stumbled back, knocking over his chair. "What? What are you?" he stammered. Goro let out a low growl, a sound like tearing paper, while Chisai's eyes simply stared, filled with a silent, heartbreaking plea. "We are the ones you threw away," Rin said, taking a step forward. Her form solidified for a moment. "We exist in the silence between panels, in the empty data of deleted files. It is cold. It is nothing. We want the life you promised us." "A life? How?" Kenji asked, his voice trembling. "Take us back," Rin commanded. "Draw us into the main story. Let us replace the ones who took our place. Give us their existence." Kenji stared at the pages for Demon Slashers, the manga he worked on. He saw the hero and the fiery love interest Tanaka had approved. Replace them? It was impossible. "No," he whispered. "I can't." Goro roared in fury. He slammed a massive, inky fist onto a stack of artboards, sending them flying. The ink of his body splattered against the wall, and the black stains began to crawl, twisting the posters and calendars into grotesque shapes. "If you will not draw us our life," Rin said, her voice dropping to a dangerous whisper, "we will take it." The pages of Demon Slashers on the desk began to curl and warp. The ink of the printed characters started to run, their faces melting in terror. The sketches advanced, cornering him. The studio itself felt like it was being erased, the walls fading into a white void. Kenji was trapped, his own creations closing in, hungry for existence. He looked at his pen, then at them. He had to draw something. But not a weapon, not an eraser. An idea sparked in his mind, born of guilt and desperation. He couldn't destroy them again. But maybe he could give them something else. He grabbed a fresh sheet of paper. His pen flew across the page, his hand moving with a speed he didn't know he possessed. He didn't draw a battle or a monster. He drew a quiet scene, a small cottage under a gentle moon, a world for them, a beginning. He held up the drawing. "Here," he said, his voice shaking but clear. "It's not demon slashers. It's not a grand adventure. But it's yours. A place to exist. A story of your own." The paper began to glow with a soft, warm light. Ren looked at the drawing, then back at Kenji. For the first time, the betrayal in her eyes faded, replaced by something else, understanding. She reached out, her sketchy fingers brushing the page. One by one, the rejected sketches turned and stepped into the light of their own panel, their own story, leaving Kenji alone in the quiet studio, with the first page of a new manga on his desk.